Hi guys, it's just Uncle Larry on a Sunday morning, getting ready to watch some games. The American football. Who's your favorite team? You know, people ask me that all the time. I don't really have an answer. You know, I grew up in Cleveland. I love to see the Browns win, but I've been gone from there for so long that, you know, I don't really feel like a Clevelander anymore, but I do love to see the Browns win. But I also like to see the Titans win because I live in Nashville, you know, but who's your team? Anyway, good morning. Hope everybody's doing great. Man, I have been cracking up today at the comments on the video from last night, man. I mean, I literally have been sitting here by myself laughing out loud. Some of the shit you guys wrote had me in tears over here. My God, really, really funny. I mean, it's always funny when people start talking about their most hated songs. I do that on sessions all the time with people, and it's always great for a laugh. You can't take this stuff personal, people. Great illustration of how different we all are, you know. One guy said, the European mind cannot comprehend Buc-ee's. That is a fact. That is a fact. There was lots to talk about Buc-ee's on here. Hilarious stuff, man. Let me see if I can find a couple of these ones that made me laugh so hard. Let's see. One guy said, Zeppelin is still the greatest cover band of all time by far, huh? Well, you know, there's a lot of people that think that. You know, they did nick a lot of things, but they came up with some cool stuff on their own. You know, one of my favorite Jimmy Page things of all time is, let me show you real quick. I'll even retune the guitar to show you. Let's see here. You know when you go to the open G tuning, right? I use this a lot, goofing around, this trick, but he used it in several songs. When you got the open G tuning, right? It's great tuning, right? I always tune the low E down to D as well. Keith Richards just removed it because he didn't want to deal with the low fifth. The low fifth is where some really good shit is, though, man. I don't think he could comprehend not having his low string be the root note, though. I think it freaked him out. But you know, Zeppelin did this a lot, where you take that open G chord, you go up to the dominant 7, and if you just slide that down, you're playing 2 strings there. That's a pretty devilish tone there. What's the matter here? But, you know, classic Zeppelin riff, right? That's a cool sound, man. I mean, now try to imitate that without open G. Check it out. You have to kind of get in this range. Like you play your G chord, you got to go. Play your G chord. Slide up to the dominant 7 there, the D and the F. See? Not nearly as easy, but man, there's that sound. You know? Sound. Very mystical, dark, satanic, if you will, which is, not something that homeschooling endorses. We don't read the works of Alistair Crowley around here. Okay, man, lots of people throwing out their most hated songs. It's like Grand Funk, we're an American band, I'm your captain. I don't mind that, but man, how about when he rewrote all his songs with Christian lyrics? Did that tweak anybody? One guy said, "Hey Tom, anything by Cheap Trick?" I immediately changed the station. Oh, you're hitting close to home there. I love the Cheap Tricks, man. But dude, I respect every man in this world's opinion, unless that man is Teddy Boy. But everyone's allowed to think what they want to think. One guy said, Phil Collins' Studio. Yeah, a lot of people hate that song. Let's see. People said, you still hate that Flowers on the Wall song, even though it was in Quentin Tarantino. Even Tarantino can't make that song cool to me. It's just, I don't, how certain songs just make you think things and remind you of things I don't know what it is about that song, but when he talks about smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo, I just want to kill somebody. Oh Lord, I hate that. A lot of people said later Aerosmith, like Love in an Elevator, Dude Looks Like a Lady. That's popularly hated. What's Up? Four Non Blondes. Oh Lord, I'm with you on that one. I worked with her one time. I'll leave it at that. Let's see. One guy said, I've had my first disagreement with Larry. I happen to like Forever Man. Right on, bro. Right on, man. Yeah, I don't know what it is about that one. That whole era. Oh, God. Not my favorite. Although I've don't think I don't, like I said last night, I like a lot of Clapton shit. And I also bagged on that Elton John song, although I like a lot of Elton's earlier works, of course I do, because those are great records. But maybe if I was locked in hell in a cell for being a terrible person, that song, I Don't Want to Go On With You Like That, might play over and over with that snare sound. Oh my God. Oh, I hate that. I just hate it. But let's not get all negative. Let's think about some songs that we like and some games we're going to bet today. A lot of people have asked me if I get into film music. I would love to do film music. If anybody out there is doing a movie and they want me to do the music, I'll do it. I'll devote a lot of time and effort to it if anybody wants me to do it. I'll make it awesome. I'll do a good job. Give me a chance, people. I could do that shit. A lot of people ask me about that guitar case for that Les Paul. I have no idea what that thing is. There's no name on it. It just came with a guitar I bought years ago. It's like a soft, molded case, but it's really heavy duty. I would really, I trust it. I wouldn't fly it, but I'll take that burst around in that all day long. And that case is amazing. I wish I knew who made it. I'd like to buy more of them. They're very cool. Maybe I'll show it real close on an episode and see if anybody can identify it. And then we can order a bunch of them, because they probably don't make them anymore. A lot of people hate Kiss. One guy said, I hate Roxanne by the Police. The chorus sounds like a surprise prostate exam. That made me laugh. That got me laughing. That's a pretty good description there, friend. Although I totally disagree, but that's what's great about music. People hate Life is a Highway. There's other songs I hate. I hate that song Breakfast at Tiffany's by whatever band did that. Oh God, I hate that. Oh Lord, I hate that so bad. My kids always make fun of me because I hate that song Dance Monkey. I don't even know who did it, but it's some new song. But that's what's fun about music, man. People were hating on Chumbawamba. I love Chumbawamba. They're also hating on Radar. I love, I love that one. But that's neither here nor there. Let's see. one guy even came in here talking about how he don't like Skinner. And I told him, he's in the wrong place, son, to be tarting that mess out. Don't be talking no shit on Skinner around me. One guy said, have you ever owned any old Gibson amps you liked? Yes, I have owned plenty of old Gibson amps. There is a Gibson amp that is so rare and coveted. I've only seen one example of it in person in my life, and if anybody out there could ever find one of these, I would buy it in a second and I would pay handsomely for it. It's called a GA83S. Look it up, GA-83S. It is the most wickedly awesome, rarest Gibson stereo amp ever made. Dig that, people. Anytime you ever see one anywhere, there's puke stains all over the bottom of it. I'd like to find a clean example. It's tweed covered. And for some reason, they always look like shit if you ever see one, like they've been left out in the rain. But man, John McBride had one at Blackbird years ago, and I couldn't believe it. I don't know what happened to it or who owned it, but boy, I just stared at it and stared at it. I don't even know if they sound any good, but I just want one. I've always wanted one. GA83S. Anybody out there can find me one of those. There's a nice finder's fee in it for you. People have asked me, is there any guitar you always wanted that you haven't been able to find? Yes, I told you. That the whipped, it can't be too clean, but a 64.5 Lake Placid Blue Strat, but it has to be turned green. Can't be blue. Whipped, where you can see the white fluoroplast coming through. And there's a long story attached to that, but if anybody out there knows where that guitar is, I would pay handsomely for it. Lots of thoughts about remastering on this video. A lot of people say people do it for the money or to get the royalties to the records and all that stuff. That's probably all true. I don't even know or care about that part of it. I just know it ruined a lot of my favorite records. And I wish you could get the non-remastered versions on the streaming services that are free. Come on, give me what I want for free. Let's see. One guy said, Uncle Larry is my all-time favorite guitarist. Oh, dude, stop it. Come on now. Get out of here. You got to get out more. Crash Test Dummies. People talking shit on my favorite song there. I love that song. Oh, man. And that's about it for today. Maybe you got one. Maybe you could do something with that riff I showed you. Anybody got any hot picks for today? Let me know. All right. See you, kids. Bye.